Over time, religious organizations have been exploiting individuals and have been causing harm to the individuals. And as a way for individuals to solve this problem, they should take legal action, and this will be a form of reparation to this individual. To the extent where we can prove from opposition that this legal action does not solve the problem and is ineffective and will not lead to, we still lead to a continued existence of the problem they face, we win. And to the extent where we can show why the oppressive structures of religious organizations are not a responsibility of this organization, are based on the ideologies organizations are predicated to, which is like every organization have the ideology. So because an organization works based on a particular belief system, an individual or the pastor, like they say, should be held responsible. And I'm going to show you how there is a difference between the personality and the institution. A pastor is different from the church, so you cannot like hold one person responsible for the action of what the institution. And then we'll also bring to you how, like, the stakeholders involve an individual thinking they can actually get redress, like they said, for the wrong they've committed, and at the end of the day, it is ineffective and they cannot actually. So we start. First, Alima brings up this idea about how religious organizations are oppressive and are exploitative and all those things like that. We say, fine, okay, religious organizations are oppressive. These individuals don't have express consent to do this thing. But we tell you that religious organizations are predicated on ideologies that even the organizations, like, they were built on years over, and these ideologies are what they are. Now, suing these organizations for ideologies that they cannot change or ideology they were built on is something that we don't consider, and something we don't accept. But you say that, okay, because Redeemed Church, or for example, says you don't have to do this, we sue them. We say we don't accept that. The issue of It also brought up the issue of extent of harm. We tell you that there is subjectivity of the individual saying you have been harmed. An individual can paint a picture of how this religious organization has harmed them, and this is actually not the picture. But since the fact that they say the individual is going to dictate the harm that the religious organization has done to them, then we tell you that there is a subjectivity of harm in this situation where this individual can just like say, okay, because my pastor told me to fast for 60 days, I have ulcer. Even though he was not eating and this fasting was not responsible for this ulcer he has, we see that institution hold this religious organization accountable for the harm they've not done. So fine. What did we bring? Then John comes about how a wrong should have a remedy. We say fine, when you do a wrong, you shall be remedied. But in this situation, the legal action you are bringing is not even a remedy because it's not going to solve the problem. Until you can give us a better alternative as to how this individual can get better reparation for the harm this religious institution has done. Because legal action in this case will not solve the problem. Thank you. So now, what do I have to bring to you? I tell you the insolvency of legal action. We tell you they say, okay, these individuals are under this uninformed consent, subtle coercion, and all those things. We tell you that a person that is scared of leaving a church, how will the person be able to take legal action against the church? Because we see that there is already like this person is under the influence of this church. Even if this person takes this legal action at the end of the day, we see that this legal action will still not solve the problem because over the years, the state has given like sanctions penalty to crimes like murders and rape. But we still see an existence of these crimes in society. So therefore, when you give punishment, this has not solved the issue. And also, we give you the fact that it still leads to the existence of the problem of how, because you want to seek redress, this problem is still existence in the status quo. Will still be existent even after your remedy or your redress is sought. They will also tell you how religious organizations are important institution in society and how they form like alternative to the sufferings, the government, or the inabilities or the incapabilities of government. Religious organizations serve as safe spaces to some individuals in society. In a situation where we now give individuals the right to be sued religious organizations, it trivializes the essence of religious organizations and an alternative to the suffering that individuals face within the state. We tell you that when government has felt like it is responsibility to take care of individuals, religious organizations are the second option individuals find redress to. So you give individuals or you make religious organizations, like you make them, you can sue your organization if your organization tells you fast for 60 days because you feel they've done and harm to you. We say that the essence or the essence of religious organization is actually reduced in the society, which actually is bad for the society because religious organizations to an extent have been able to keep the stability and order in the society. So this extent where religious organizations are important to society, we thought you don't want a situation where we see a trivialization to the essence of religious organization. Also on the individual, you tell me because a church has done I can sue, fine, okay. I go to court, I sue this organization. We tell you that the resources accruable to religious organizations are not accruable to this individual. So there is even like an inequality in this place. Okay, fine, we say you want to take redress, fine. But even in this redress you want to find, there is no equality and assurance of the person getting the supposed or deserved reparation they want to get. And fine, we are saying that this religious organization, the resources accruable to them is even like a one that already says these individuals cannot win against the religious organization. Well, we tell you, when an individual takes up an action because you say, okay, you can go up against an organization. Well, see, when you cannot get what you want, it disincentivizes individual from taking such revenge. So it doesn't actually solve the problem. A model takes legal action against a church. The person doesn't win. Next time, the people be like, okay, this person is powerful. Just like when individuals take actions against the state and they see that inability to actually win against the state, it disincentivizes individuals to take such action at the long run. So we tell you on the individual again, it still doesn't solve the problem. I take opening.
In the status quo, people who sue the government and lose, but people have not stopped suing the government.
Thank you. But the point is, the problem they are suing the government for still exists in the status quo, and the legal action has still not solved the problem. So until there is an alternative to the problem or the solution you are trying to bring to the problem, then we don't follow what you are proposing. So we tell you how. The person is different from the institution. Fine, religious organizations are organizations. These pastors are only there, or these pastors or this organization you will sue are only there for something. So a pastor tells you that, okay, you fast for 6, and we tell you how there's a difference between the ideology of the person in charge of an organization and the organization itself. For example, a church predicates unity and all those stuff, but a pastor can preach, okay, this person is not somebody you should love, even when your religious ideology is based on a particular thing. We see a contradiction most of the time between what the pastor preaches to the individual and what the ideology of the church is. So in this situation, because a pastor has given a wrong sermon or a wrong prescription to an individual, the religious organization to be responsible for it. So we tell you, to the extent that the religious organization is not actually, like, there is a contradiction between what the pastor predicates to the individual. The pastor or the individual should be held accountable, not the religious organization that holds like a high essence in the society. So we also bring to you how what these guys have said, exploitative structures of churches, how they are predicated on ideologies and not necessarily what the organization have a say in. When government or states are built on some ideologies and then you are suing the state or the government for that ideology, we feel it is not justified, because these people or this custodian of those ideologies are not the one that actually made up with those ideologies, so you cannot necessarily sue them. And also we brought to you how what they are trying to use to solve the problem will not solve the problem until they bring a better alternative to this legal action for individuals to seek redress against people that they supposedly said did harm to them. Because at the end of the day, when you bring an ineffective solution, it's like the same thing as not bringing anything. Because you want to serve as a deterrent to hold, like Nen just said, insurance to churches. But what is the point of an insurance that won't even get me what I want in the first place? So don't settle, don't compromise for something that won't even give you what you want. Just let's have a better way to seek redress. When individuals are educated and are informed about what they are meant to do in religious organization, we see that informed choices will become. They tell us about how this individual are informed. Somebody that is educated enough to know what they are meant to do and what they are not meant to do. Even if the pastor tells them, and even if this religion says you go to heaven or hell, I'm a Muslim, but there are some things I don't do as a Muslim because I know what I want as an individual. Fine, the church can have, or the mosque can have an uninformed or subtle question over you, but it's still left to the individual to make this thing at the end of the day based on the kind of information accruable to you. So on opposition, what have we brought to you? We brought to you how the model they are trying to bring cannot solve the problem, even though, and they will tell you how the problem is not even as bad as they paint it, because there will be subjectivity of harm painted by the individual, even if the church is not responsible for this harm. We tell you how the stakeholders analysis, it has a bad effect on religious organization as an essential element in society, and how they help individuals as an alternative to state. And we tell you how even on this individual, it disincentivizes individuals to take legal action when they don't see an effectiveness of this action. And I will tell you the nature of religious organization, how the personality is different from the institution, and the personality do contradict what the institution is based on. Thank you.